Alright, what's happening? Box Wrench Customs, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. We're back here. We have a donor for my wife's motorized bicycle. This is another Ryobi. If you've seen, I made another video of a different Ryobi. Pretty, it's the same, but same model, but two. I had two. I found one on the side of the road, and I got that one going. Changed the, put another carburetor on it, and ended up selling that one. So yeah, that was a success. But here, this one I got from someone. Someone gave it to me because they know what I do as far as small engines and dirt bikes and go-karts and whatever. And they just thought that I would like to have it. So I say let's see if we can get this going. That way I can see if it's good enough, or I can figure out some type of way to put it on her bike and make it function. So basically, I think here I'm just gonna, since I mentioned the last Ryobi, I bought two carburetors when I did that one, so I have another carburetor left over. So this one, it does run. I sprayed a little bit of carburetor cleaner in the carburetor and it fired up. It ran for like 2 seconds and died again. So it does run. So it's by me having another carburetor on hand, I'm not going to waste my time with trying to break it all down, try to rebuild it and all of that. Just pop these two screws. Pop the cover off right here. Pop the cover off, and there's two screws. Take these two screws out, pop this off, the whole carburetor comes off. Disconnect the throttle linkage, disconnect the hoses, take it out, put the new one in, done deal. You want a more more descriptive breakdown, you can go watch my other video on where I did the other Ryobi. So for this one, I'm just go ahead and knock that out right quick and get it back together, and then we'll get some fuel in it and see what it do. All right. back together. Got everything priming. Everything's looking good. Got a little bit of fuel in it. Let's see what it fire up. Start. Hold the trigger. Nice. I didn't even have to touch the adjusting screws. Usually, if you watch my last video, you'll see I had to adjust it. You know, I had to do the two. There's a low and a high screw mix on here, so usually, wow, it fired right up. No adjust, and it's revving to the moon too. Nice, not bad for free. You know what I mean? Just throw spend about 10 minutes, put a carburetor on there, man. That thing running like clockwork. All right, so it runs. Now let's fire it up again. Oh yeah, that'll work. All right, let's see if I can get this. See what we're gonna do to get this mounted on the bike, cause I can simply do it like I did the last one. That's really no big deal, but I think this time I want to try to keep the pull start on there. And that may be a little bit of a challenge, but let me see what I can come up with. All right, so far, I just did like I did the other one. I kind of had it the same way. Just this bracket is a little longer than the previous one, and then you can see right here, I had to kind of shave it down so that the actual cover can fit, because I want to put the cover back on. So that's that for now. Might do a little bit of strengthening, put an angle on it or something, but just for now, just got that hooked on. And so for this side, I just made this little bracket out of angle. It's gonna go on like this. Trying to do this with one hand. Goes on like that. The little notch is cut out because of the tank. You know, the tank goes on and it has to go over the tank. So that's why the notch is cut out like that. But yeah, put that on. It goes on like this. Drill the hole through the case. It goes on like that with 2 screws. You know, one here, one there, and then I'm gonna put this on like that. Hold on 1 second, trying to do this with one hand. I put this on like this, and then put on the other piece. It stands up like that, and then it's gonna come out to where another piece will come down and hook to the other angle iron that's on the bicycle. But you know, it'll make more sense once I go ahead and get this. First thing first, let's get this set up, get this bolted on and tack welded, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's do it. Okay, now that we have everything all broken down, basically, you know, this is the the nut that came off of the shaft. So I just welded that to the socket. So that just screws on like that. So that's very simple there. So this goes over here, clamps on here like that. The same with this goes on, with the exhaust goes on like that. So that's how it's being held on. So now we go ahead and put everything back together, throw a little bit of spray paint on it, and then I bring it back when we're ready to put it on the bike, take it for a ride.
Success the Beatmaker.
put back on the bike. Everything looks like it's good to go. We can fire it up, just test it to make sure it works and spin the wheel. But unfortunately, it's raining at the moment, so I wouldn't be able to take it out for a spin because it's wet. So, you know, metal on rubber when it's wet ain't gonna work. So, but anyway, we can fire it up and just at least test the mechanisms of it and take it for a ride, maybe on a different day. But yeah, let's check it out. Alright, so as you can see, it works good. Spins the wheel, lets down, goes up. The motor runs good, so yeah. I have to do now is just maybe test it out on a day when it's not raining. But I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.